storytelling is a product. So you need a certain skill to sell that product. And to sell that product very effectively, you need to understand how to communicate that product. And that is why the science of communications is important. I do this a lot. I call it private public speaking practices, as opposed to public speaking practices.
Everything starts by knowing who your audience, who are you targeting, who are you talking to? Because if you know them, you will know also the story to tell them, because you know where they are coming from. You know what makes sense to them. If you know that and you lace that into your story, it is almost impossible for them not to react.
We all have something to share. We've all have lived experiences, and it's about aspects of our story that we feel that's going to impact, inspire other people. For example, 2018, I wrote my book, Open Doors, and I share about when my mom had me in the 70s. She was 16 and pregnant and told to leave home. But I encourage people through that book that your beginning doesn't have to be your end.
Hi, and thank you for checking out this short clip from Obehi Podcast. I'm Obehi Ewanfoh, the host of the Obehi Podcast. This short clip was created from a full episode where we dive deep into this conversation. To see the entire video, all you need to do is to click on the link in the description of this video. Now, while you are there, I want to share something with you quickly. Are you a purpose-driven entrepreneur? Do you want to cut across the noise and attract the right audience, leveraging the power of storytelling? Now pay attention. I'm currently working on a signature program to help you own your story and stand out for the competition. It's a 5-step journey to help reshape your professional and business narrative so you can drive success and stand out in the competition. And in less than 90 days. The link is what you see on your screen, academy.aclasses.org/story. Now this is what we have understood. Storytelling is the most powerful instrument that is known to man. And this is what this could mean to you. You could either choose to own your story and leverage it to amplify your message and whatever you represent in this world, or some other person could own that story. The choice is yours. So why not take advantage of your story and use it wherever you are, whether you are in business environment or you are a professional individual who want to be able to build your influence and leave a legacy behind because you represent something. You are owning your story. You are somebody whose story is important. So the choice again is yours. Now let's get started with this short clip. I want to believe that all of you that are coming in, you are interested in leveraging the power of storytelling to make money. Because just now I was just reflecting with Tanya that really there is a lot of money to be made in storytelling. But of course, there are different ways to do it, to go about it. So we should be interested in that, particularly when you know how to own your story. Because, until you own your story, until you leverage it, until you master it, then it becomes a little bit difficult to leverage. Then, of course, we are coming to that just now. So it is an important conversation that we should have and we should encourage because it is important. It is important that we know that it is not just about telling story. It's also about being able to make something out of it at the end of the day. I know a lot of businesses that are actually built around story. Of course, we'll have time to share some of that with you just now. So it is an important conversation that we should have, and we really should do that.
Thank you, Ovi. Thank you for inviting me to this amazing podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It is 2:10 in the afternoon here in Manchester, UK. I am super excited to share with you today. So I am an award-winning publisher and I set up my company in 2018. And this podcast that we're talking about is storytelling is so fitting for what I do because I shared my own story in 2018 in the form of a book called Open Doors. And I help people to write their story. And also I have a team of editors, formatters and cover designers. And we help them to bring their stories to life in the form of a book whether it's Kindle, paperback, or audio. And also, I'm an award winning publisher, like I mentioned before. I am an author of 5 books, and I am an international speaker trained by the legendary Les Brown. So that's me, Obi, in a nutshell, and what I do.
Thank you so much for that, Tanya. That is beautiful. You know, at a point, both of you are going to clarify for me what is the difference between this name, because I repeat again, I'm lucky to have both of them. They are similar and they are very beautiful just now. There is also there is a person in the audience who have a name that is very close here. So I am saying that these are lucky names, no? All right, Tanya, thank you for that. Okay, so I move on to Tanya Kabuya. Tanya Kabuya is coming from South Africa. And she has been here a number of times. Of course, she has spoken to you. Most of you know that she is very good, no? All right, Tanya, it's your turn. Please do what you usually do. Who are you?
Thank you for having me. Yeah, we have very similar names, so we're gonna have to explain that. But yeah, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate you. I've missed this room. I've missed a couple of them, so excited I could make it. So for those who don't know me, I am Tanya. I'm a persuasive copywriter turned agency owner. I like to say that I am a business owner by accident. I started freelancing and writing content on social media that eventually turned into clients. And I've been leveraging that to get clientele for a business, and we've grown into a business with a number of divisions. We have 2 divisions, and I'm very blessed for that. I'm also the editor-in-chief of the magazine that we created called Business Creed Mag for entrepreneurs. So we enjoy our fair share of storytelling because it is something that we leverage quite openly for campaigns, for businesses. We've been able to leverage that for tech companies, for mid-sized firms, small businesses, and even corporate firms. So it's a skill that I very much love talking about, and I'm really excited to share that with you today.
Super, Tanya. My Tanyans, thank you for being here with me. I'm so happy. I'm the lucky person today. All right, so let me just share with you guys a little bit about how I started with my storytelling. So at least this can sort of lead to the packaging, because at the end of the day, what we are probably going to be talking about a lot is about the packaging, because the story is the same. Most of the information that you see in the creative industry are the same story, no? But the packages are not the same. The story you have around there are not the same. But the content, sometimes they can be about the same, you know? Thank you for checking out this video. Are you getting enough value from it? You see, this video was created for the purpose of adding value to you. So if this video make any sense to you, let me know in the comment section below. I'm interested in understanding what you take away from this video and if it makes sense to you, so we can provide more. Now let's return to the video. All right, so when I was in JSS, I think that was SS1, yeah. So in SS1, which is a high school, we did a course, a subject in government that was called the Harvard Couple Law. In the Harvard Couple Law, we were told that when a police arrests an individual, the person is not supposed to stay in police custody for up to 24 hours without being charged or without being formally charged. So I was very curious about that topic. So when I closed from school, instead of going home, I just went straight to the police station in my town. In my town is Uromi, which is in the south of Nigeria. So now you have the head of the police, which is called the DPO, Department of Police Officer. Then when I got to the police station, I told the person that was the policeman that was in front that I wanted to talk to the DPO. Then he looked at me, thinking that I am a postal serviceman, the guy who delivers letters. He said to me, "Give me the letter to the DPO. I will give it to him." I said, "No, I am not a postal serviceman. I am not here for a letter. I want to talk to the DPO." He was sort of exchanging words with me, whether to let me in or not. Then at the same time, the DPO just walked out of the office. Then he saw us talking. He told the police officer to allow me to come in. So I went inside and I did interview this guy for a long time. And that was really an interesting thing for me. So you can imagine what happened after that. And because the guy was really very good answering my question. And that gave me a kind of a boost as a young adolescent just growing up having the confidence to be able to meet the police DPO of all to ask questions. So that is how I actually started talking to people, and of course, it graduated to what I do today. Yes, I create courses, I write books, so it's essentially about packaging. I want to repeat again. If you go to Udemy, for example, you see some of my courses are out there. I have also like about, at the last time I checked, something like about 21,000 students have enrolled in my courses. And these students are coming from all over the places, from US, India, Canada. So a good number from Africa and in the East. And then I've checked, I have about more than 50,000 enrollment, all of them put together. So we're essentially talking about packaging here because the information are about the same. I remember, for example, there was a course that I actually created. That is a couple of years ago. I did a course on computer, which is how to use computer and what is even computer to start with. And of course, the course took me a short space of time to be able to create, because the information, okay, I did a bit of computer course in Nigeria before I left. So when I came here, I've been using computer. I went to school on computer because I didn't have the privilege of going to university here because I didn't have paper. So I have to go online. I studied with London School of Journalism, then with New York Film School Direct. Those are the program that I did. So a bit of computer I know. So I just studied about it, prepared a course, and I recorded it and I put it out there. I didn't even know whether anybody was going to have any value for it. But what he did, that is one of my best-selling courses with thousands of people that have enrolled in the course. So what am I saying again? The packaging.